It was OSU got out-coached, outplayed.
Lucas Raymond is also from Sweden, so he's an 8-time goal scorer for one of those 2 games they have in Sweden. So I don't know which one it is, but it's going to be one of the 2, so lock that.
This doesn't make any sense. I was pissed. Fumble recovery happened. I'm going to be honest, I turned off the game. I checked back in. That was fine.
D-back here, baby. Come on.
They're walking up to the table blind. I'm betting fucking blind. Welcome back to Sharps Sports Network. The boys are back on another Wednesday evening to hit you with the NFL Super Wildcard weekend recap, as well as some news for basketball and the other sports. We got some picks for you. We got some best bets, and you never know, there might be some surprises along the way because sometimes even I'm surprised. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Ba-da-ba.
What is happening is Michigan's going to get this dub.
And that's exactly what I saw. I got my money's worth and I didn't pay a dime. It was free. I should have had to pay for that shit. It was unbelievable.
In that situation, you just fade the green.
Kirk Cousins back to throw on 4th and 18. He's given time. He wants Jefferson.
Play half as good as they did last week in this season and still come out on. I lost count how many interception clips there were.
I felt like we kept watching the same one over and over, but it was always a different.
Walker on first down. It's picked off. What a play. Lorenzo.
Remember the ecstatic excitement and rage-filled little man's rant so that we can laugh at
If the
him.
Titans never got Derrick Henry, Dylan wouldn't even know Tennessee had a football team. I swear to God.
All right. It was a great wild card weekend, to say the least. And let's just start it out with the day the Flacco died. And that would be the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. Damn, some good things must come to an end.
Yeah, talk about coming to an end. More like an absolutely shattering halt. Like just driving, Cleveland was cruising on the freeway and, then it started snowing. They were like, oh, yeah, it looks nice. Snow's outside and stuff. Little did they know they were going up a small mountain. And that small mountain, had a left-hand turn. Well, they were cruising straight. They didn't make that left-hand turn. They went off the cliff. It's 45-14 final. You got destroyed. Talk about not showing up. Props to CJ Stroud. You're welcome, everyone that wanted Houston. I wanted Houston. That's why I took Cleveland. I knew what I had to do. So you're welcome. Just sometimes I have to go for what I need, and that's what had to happen. Luke, Jesse.
Did not think that, the Browns split. When they were home, they only allowed 15 points per game. But when they were away, they allowed 30 points per game. And I was like, they probably will get it together a little better than 30 points per game. So I had Houston plus 2. But this, damn Fleck. Tyler said everything good enough. Go Texans.
I mean, sorry, Luke. Go ahead.
Their defense just didn't show up. That's how they won games. They won because of their defense. And they were non-existent.
Yeah, I think that 24-14, everybody was still watching that game with good intent. Then they threw the pick 6, kind of changed the game because the second they went back out on the field, they threw a pick 12, and it was back-to-back pick 6s, and that was the game. That pretty much was sealed right there. Damn.
Yeah, just ugly.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, let's be real. Most of these games this weekend were pretty ugly.
There was only
one.
Yeah,
there was actually one close game, and 3 out of the 4 of us were there. So
exactly, yeah, that's crazy.
Good on that. Next game we got to get into is the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. I think this game went on paper how you would expect it to go, but still seeing it in person, Miami fans, I know it's got to hurt. So, Luke, walk us through this one.
Miami was playing in the cold. That's about it.
That just about sums it up. Yeah.
Tua threw 199 yards. He threw a pick in the first quarter. He set the tone. I mean,
he set that.
My
tone.
argument is that if you want to be a good quarterback or an average quarterback and just playing warm weather, that's fine. But if you want to be a great quarterback, a championship-winning quarterback, you have to win in uncomfortable elements. You have to win when it's not your perfect conditions. And Tua you can't do that. And the argument is, and I understand Luke's argument, that that's how the Miami quarterbacks have been for the past 30 years. And I understand that. But that's why you haven't won. That's why you're now the next team with the longest playoff drought. So, yeah, it goes both ways, in my opinion.
It's simple. There's one way to have success in Miami: win the division and get the 1 seed.
Yeah.
They also needed defense, with the linebacker trouble.
Oh, yeah.
D-line.
Don't forget half their team was missing.
They never had a chance, if I'm being honest. I feel like they were too beat up.
Mm-hmm.
I love the way Mahomes is using Rice. He's been using him really good all year, and he made him the wide receiver number 1 this game, and I think he used him very well. That man broke 3 different rookie records. So
that's Andy Reid.
It's about time someone on that team caught the ball. So.
Well, no, there's a reason why northern teams want southern teams to come up north to play them in playoffs.
Yeah, Mahomes, I feel like he did a lot of good job of, like, on the 4th down when he got the 30-yard scramble. I feel like he did a lot of good job of making plays on his own with knowing that a lot of my receivers can't catch except for Rice or Kelsey, and Kelsey actually dropped a lot of passes that game. But
catch a couple wide open passes that game. I mean, it was kind of getting ridiculous at some point. I was like, that wasn't the backup? That was actually Travis? I'm thinking, no, that must have been the backup because he dropped it. No, that was Travis Kelsey that dropped a lot of those balls.
Well, I mean, Mahomes was working on that all season long, having to literally do it himself because his receivers
100%.
cannot catch the fucking ball.
Yep, I agree. Now let's move into Sunday, and let's get into Green Bay and Dallas. So a lot of people want to say the final score of this game was 48-32. That's not true. The final score of this game was 27-0. Because that's when this game was fucking over. That's when the Dallas fans started to leave. That's when Green Bay fans started to celebrate. And that's when everybody at Ford Field looking at the scoreboard went, holy shit, we got another home playoff game if we can win today. Because once it became 27-0 and that pick was thrown and Aaron Jones had 2 touchdowns before half, that bitch was over. That's what I got.
It was always Green Bay money line. Always.
He did tell us.
Pack is back. Until they play us, Pack is back. Fuck Jordan Love. Why do you have to be the 3rd successful quarterback in Green Bay? Great game. I mean, young stars are stepping up. Dallas folds like they do. It's never going to be your year.
13 straight years.
Team and get everybody that isn't CeeDee Lamb out of there. Might as well. Michael Parsons, CeeDee Lamb, everybody else. Go. Bland is just a Trayvon Diggs copycat. You don't want to keep him. You don't want both of them out there at the same time. Trust me.
Maybe there's a reason why Dak Prescott was a 4th-round pick. I don't know.
Look, I was about to say, man, my man was a 4th-round pick. I mean, maybe he's just trying to tell everybody, hey, I was a 4th-round pick, and you didn't give me the San Francisco 49ers. I'm not Brock Purdy. I'm not Brock Purdy. I'm trying to be – Dak Prescott's just always trying to be a little bit more than what he really knows he is.
Have you seen his stat line for the game, which is crazy? He went 41 for 60, 403 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Yeah, so he's probably feeling good. Thinking, our defense let us down.
As much as Dak is fraudulent in playoffs, that 100% of the blame cannot go to him. There's a good portion of that blame that goes to that defense.
Yeah, it
got absolutely torched.
Which they do every year too. They are locked down regular season, especially this year. Home, they did not lose a home game because that defense was locked down all fucking year. And then once playoffs hit, and especially against Green Bay has won more playoff games at AT&T Stadium than the Cowboys since it's been the stadium. Think about that for a second.
The Texans have more
that's
playoff.
Worthy of some applause.
The Texans have won more playoff games in their franchise history
than Dallas has
the Cowboys
at home. Like, this is insane, people.
That's it.
We, the Detroit Lions, have won the same amount of home playoff games in Ford Field as the Cowboys at AT&T Stadium, and we haven't won a home playoff game in 32 fucking years.
Let that sit. Let's let that sit for a second.
Same amount.
Let that stir around in your brain.
Are you fucking kidding me? Bro, it's
Look,
so
it was
fun
always
because-
it was always the over. Let's just get that out of the way. It was always
Yeah.
going to be the over. God bless.
Also,
That was a lot.
what
Because that
also-
saved my ass from taking Dallas because I'm an idiot. But
what's up with Dallas the last 2 years having absolutely like having a dog as a kicker that just is throwing dots all season long. Absolutely remarkable kicker that's hitting field goal after field goal after field goal. Can hit them long, can hit them short. Come playoff time, they become faulty.
He missed one extra point. He went 1 for 1.
Well,
on
he
the
only
field
had
goal,
two.
And he missed
He's
one extra point.
He went 50%.
And it wouldn't have meant shit. It wouldn't have meant absolute shit. They lost by fucking what? 16 points?
Still doesn't
And
change
he
the
missed his
fact.
one extra point.
No, he missed a field
this
goal.
on Aubrey.
That wasn't an extra.
I
point.
will say I understand your point. It doesn't help that he missed one because that does keep happening. But I just think it's just Dallas as a whole. It's just the fact that he's the kicker.
whole
for
team.
Dallas. The whole team collapses. He just happens to be part of the team.
So last question before we move off of this. Do we think that the head coach is going to stay the head coach?
In Green
Do we
Bay.
think Jerry's going to make a move, or do we think that McCarthy's out of there?
So
he's gone. I think
I will give you the conspiracy.
Okay.
Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers never had a problem. They were just scheming to get into Dallas, put a couple inside. Mike McCarthy got him good enough so that the Green Bay Packers could damage them. Look, come on, the guy
He did it from the inside.
was on the defense, and they're like, "Oh, that's a pretty good play to run out there, isn't there?" Oh, and he's beat over top. Couldn't see that coming. Had no idea. Now McCarthy's going to get fired, and when we all see him back at Green Bay, don't be surprised when all of the – did he cheat for that game? Did he do this?
If he goes back to Green Bay, if LaFleur gets tossed and McCarthy goes back to Green Bay,
Oh, no. He'll be the OC. He won't even get the head coach job.
it'd be too obvious if he's the head coach. LaFleur will stay. Let's put him at OC. I think that'd be great. I think that would be great, and I think Dallas fans would go, did we just get fucked? And everyone in the league would go, yes, you did, and we are so happy you did. Thank you,
What?
McCarthy. Thank you.
Dallas, they implode themselves every year. I couldn't have done it. They did it on their
What?
own.
13 straight years. I was only there for 3 of them. You can't blame this all on me.
Not me.
Master plot.
Yeah. All right.
Right on that.
Let's get into the game after that game, which was the biggest game, just in terms of us 3 were there. 3 out of the 4 were there. Jesse, I know even though you were at work, you were probably losing your absolute fucking mind. And we had. You were at work, right?
No, I was not at work. I was in a bar filled with other Lions fans.
Okay. Well, then that's what we love to hear. Detroit Lions, Los Angeles Rams. The Lions won the game 24-23. It was their first home playoff win in 32 years. Ford Field was absolutely fucking rocking. I don't want to say too much because I know Tyler has a whole spiel he's got prepared. So
I'm good.
you good? All right, then.
All right, I'm good.
Okay. Then I will just let you know right now that Matthew Stafford, he came out, he came to the ball. He did everything that he could to beat this Lions team. He wanted to win. So did Puka Nacua. Those two absolutely torching Detroit on their side. And then over on the Detroit side, 3 straight 75-yard touchdown drives to start the game. Came over to the second half, only allowed 3 points. But the main thing of the game was this red zone defense that held them to 2 field goals, which ended up helping Detroit get the victory. That's all I got. Can we just celebrate?
I'd like to say,
Can we just celebrate now?
I'd like to start with, yeah, can we just, so obviously first half was fantastic. Everyone's feeling good. Second half, we only had 3 points. Now, 90% of Lions games, you hear, oh, the Lions only had 3 points in the second half. Oh, they blew the game. They who did they lose to? You know, how many points did the other team have in the second half? Like 30. But in this case, for once, it wasn't that. It was completely different. It was, hey, the defense was a bend, don't break, and 3 times the Rams got in the red zone and had to kick a field goal instead of getting a touchdown, and that ended up being the difference of the game. And then Dan Campbell choosing to kick a 54-yarder after barely using your kicker all year. That was his career long, by the way.
And on top of it, he was less than 50% from 50-yarders in his career.
So just awesome. That's just Dan Gamble at work, because he was gambling just by letting his kicker try to do his job, which is fall through the uprights.
To be fair, they're like 4th and 8. So
this is true, but like it's still a 54-yard field goal regardless.
Yeah, when that kicker went out there, they showed their percentages on the television. Everybody, a lot of people in the bar were like, "No, he's gonna miss. This guy can't even hit 50%. Fuck this, dumbass Campbell." Look at my homie. I said, "It's playoffs. This man's got ice in his foot. He'll figure it out." And when he hit that bitch, I was like, "Got to give the man a chance." Everybody wants to step up.
So Jesse, I got a question.
Everybody.
So Ford Field, obviously, for those who saw on TV, fans crying, fireworks, streamers, you know, the whole 9 yards. How was it when that first down for Amon-Ra hit in that bar, just with all the Detroit fans in that atmosphere? What was that like?
For the majority of us that know how to count, we all knew the game was over at that point, and we started getting electric, but I could see people not understanding why the rest of us were getting electric because they don't know that. Kneeling, falling, and all that. But no, we were exploding.
Actually, to be fair, I don't even think it was about knowledge. It was about the fact that that it was hard to believe that the Lions actually won a playoff game.
They just couldn't process it.
They were going through mathematics. Like
it was like, wait.
It was like, we get this if we just
40 seconds left and it's over. Like, it's already over. Like,
we just knee and then we win.
You can't fuck this up. Jared Goff just took a knee and started celebrating, and there's 1 minute and 35 seconds on the clock. Guys. That's what it was. I mean, I don't know about you, Luke, but we were giving high fives and hugs to people we didn't know.
Yeah, my entire section was absolutely going crazy. I've heard a lot of people in my section were like, they're older gentlemen, but like they were with their dads and everything, and they were just talking about how unbelievable this is, being at a Lions home playoff game and all this. And you know, it was hard to hear myself think, because not only my section, but the entire fucking field, the arena, the whatever you want to fucking call it, the football field, the seats, the stands were just going bonkers, absolutely screaming their head off. Every chance they got to, it was deafening in that place.
So when we got to the end of the game, it said that we reached 133.6 decibel points. That is the equivalent to a jet engine taking off.
See, you say at the end of the game?
When the final whistle blew, that final thing.
Yeah, because they didn't show it there, but throughout the game, I was watching the number. I've seen it for the first time hit 120. And I was like, yes.
That was the loudest. They said players on the field, including Dan Campbell, Amon-Ra, St. Brown. They said that was the loudest they've ever heard that stadium. And what's crazy is the stakes are only going to get higher. So does that mean it's only going to get louder? We're going to find out.
It better.
Show up. I haven't been to all the home playoff games, but I've been to a decent amount. And the only game that comes comparable to how loud that was probably the home opener.
Yeah, I agree. I think this year, those are the 2 loudest games ever that I've been a part of, was the home opener and the playoff game. I think, Tyler, you can agree with that.
I agree 100%. I can even go and compare it to, how loud it was when we were all at Comerica when Miguel Cabrera got his career hit, right? Career hits, yep. Broke that record. It was loud as hell in Comerica, and it was jam-packed. Doesn't compare.
You couldn't even compare it, yeah.
In Detroit, when we won a playoff game, the Red Wings, Can't compare.
Can't compare, yeah.
I don't even know. Like, some guy called in the radio today in Detroit and said that he compared it to 97 when Detroit won the Cup in Detroit and said that was 10 times louder. So, hey,
yeah,
keep it up. Lions advance, and now we take on the winner of what game? We'll tell
Philly
you who won that
and
game.
Tampa Bay. But before we get to Philly, Tampa Bay, we got to stop by in Buffalo.
No, they wanted to delay their game. We're going to delay talking about it.
All right, then we'll let's go to Tampa.
Yeah, that's
where
how
the
that
Tampa
works.
Bay Buccaneers took on the Philadelphia Eagles, and this game was all Bucks from the get-go, to the point where this man Baker Mayfield was playing backyard football the second half, just yelling out fucking routes, throwing up jackpot jump balls, and getting lucky and then losing his mind. So, how did this all happen? Well, you may ask yourself, didn't this Philadelphia team start off the top of the league at one point, actually number one in the league at one point with one of the best defenses in the league? Yes. Didn't they also acquire really good draft pieces in the offseason to help that defense be what it is? Yes. Didn't they also throughout the year continue to trade and add better pieces to just make that defense better? Yes. But what we saw is, as all that happened, it got worse. It continued to just get worse and worse and worse, to the point where they came into Tampa Bay and got absolutely lit up by Baker Mayfield.
Is it safe to now say that Matt Patricia is nothing but a poison? And he just shouldn't be in football if you want to be successful? Is it safe to say now?
This is when you know you're toast. This is when you know you have a true problem and you have no idea what you're doing. It was 2nd and 4 in the third quarter, 17-9. Eagles are trailing 9 points. 8 points. You need to get a stop. What does Patricia do? Patricia runs a soft coverage 6 yards away from the first down with James Bradbury and gives a wide open first down because his defenders are 10 yards backwards. Why are you running prevent? You're in the third quarter. Your team already has been bad at coverage. You don't know what you're doing. We've seen the last 8 games. Since you took over, you don't know what you're doing. Fuck just Patricia. Nick Sirianni, step in. You see that it's been pitiful. You do something. And why didn't you do something? Because you also cannot coach. You are just a cheerleader. You are just let me mug, let me talk good about the team because it's my job to, but you cannot do anything for your players on the field.
We got Jordan Davis. We got Jalen Carter. We got fucking Darius Slay, Kevin Byard, Zach Cunningham, Brandon Graham. On paper, this defense is stacked.
Bro, give that defense to Aaron Glenn and oh my God.
Bro, it makes me so mad because there's so many defenses in the league where when you look at their defensive coordinator, like you said, give it to Pittsburgh, give it to Detroit, give it to so many different DCs, and they could work up something magical here. But instead, Patricia's wasting it. And it's annoying, honestly, for probably a lot of other fan bases to see that too.
Hey,
shout out Tampa Bay, because like Tyler said, Baker had
because everyone hates the Eagles,
game.
Man. Look, because everyone hates the Eagles, I think everyone's okay with it. It's like watching the Chiefs lose. Everyone likes watching the Chiefs lose. The same reason I'm betting the Bills, but we'll get to that.
So Tyler, are you happy about this? And I have to ask you because as we were walking out of Lions game, I asked Tyler, who do you want? He said Tampa Bay because Baker's going to have a really good game, which means he was due for a bad one against Detroit, and that's exactly what happened against Philly. So,
hey, look, I'm not saying I'm telling you the future, but I'm kind of telling you the future.
Just remember, Tampa Bay was on a streak when they played us the first time.
Didn't have Gibby. We didn't have Gibby. They don't know the power of Gibby.
Final game, Buffalo, Pittsburgh. This game was honestly not close. It was Buffalo from the jump. You can go crazy, yeah.
Thank you. I'm pissed off, and here's why. I like sports betting, as most of you do, which is why you're here. Why do we have to move this game from a clear under day on Sunday to a let's hit the over day on Monday. That's fucked up. That's just not right. Give me back my money. Thank you.
How did Pittsburgh cover +9 if they won by?
I messed up. Leave me alone.
I was gonna say I'm so confused right now.
No,
I'm sitting over here like, wait a minute, they did not cover the spread. All I have on the game was Josh Allen did what he needed to do. He didn't do anything crazy. He didn't play his ballsy run, blah, 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 Josh Allen game. He played really conservative, which was weird to watch, but it worked. He got 3 touchdowns out of it. He only threw 9 incompletions. And yeah, they won the football game in that hellhole of a fucking situation because the fact that you don't have a heated field with the absolute. Okay, one thing I will say, shout out to Buffalo fans because they showed the game time that it was originally scheduled for, the Saturday 1 o'clock or the Sunday 1 o'clock. And then they showed 24 hours later, the Monday at 1 o'clock. And the Buffalo fans did what they could. For the people that came and shoveled and did the snow, yes, there was some fans that were having fun sliding down the fucking things. But you know what? That's what you fucking expect when you have the Buffalo fans. But they did a pretty damn good job in terms of making it playable. So shout out to them. Shout out to Bills Mafia for that.
You know, I have one thing to say about this game and one thing only, and that is Josh Allen. I don't think you were trying to change directions when you got that 56-yard touchdown. I think you did a fake slide, and you made it seem like you were pausing, like you were going to go down, and then we're like, got you. That's what I think I saw. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, that was crazy that they sent every single person inside to blitz, and then Josh Allen just looked. You could see it in his eyes. The second he looked towards the left, he said, holy shit, the entire field's open. There's nobody there.
Yes. See, Jesse, that was the issue with that, like, basically fake slide, because the next time he did that, the Steelers, defense didn't let up, and they hit him, and they got a 15-yard penalty for roughing the passer. Or
whatever. They didn't think he was going to slide that time, like last time. They're like, nah, you're not going to get me twice. I'm smacking that.
So that is what we had for the wild card. Want? What's up?
I will also like to mention I am 3-3, not 2-4.
I went through the picks. What are you talking about?
I had the Bucks, Lions, and Packers.
You had the Lions winning. I'm not letting you take, which means you took the Lions on the spread. You didn't say money line. You didn't say spread, so it's Lions spread. You said you're taking the Lions. You take the Lions. You're taking the Lions minus 3.5. They didn't cover 3.5. They won by a point.
What? No.
Yes. You didn't say either or. So it's we played the spread. That's what we do. You took the Lions.
Yeah, that's why I went 2-4.
The Lions didn't cover.
I did not take the spread, but okay.
All right. Well, anyways, Luke, what I was going to ask is, because we know how you roll with Saturdays, do you want to roll through the divisional now like you did for the wild card?
Sure.
All right. Then it's smart because then we get the picks. It's smart.
Yeah, we did it last week and it worked.
So let's get to it. Let's just roll through real quickly. 4:30 on ABC. We have number 4 Houston Texans going to the number 1 Baltimore Ravens with a Baltimore minus 9.5 spread.
Ravens minus 9.5 spread. Let me be specific now.
All right, bang.
Better be.
8:15. Green Bay Packers go into the number 1 seed San Francisco 49ers. I'm seeing the exact same minus 9.5 given to San Francisco.
Ew.
Green Bay Packers money line.
Bang. All right, Sunday. We got Tampa Bay, we got Detroit, and we got the Lions with minus 6.5 points at home. Over under 48.5.
Guess Lions minus 6.5.
All right, final game, 6:30, Kansas City, Buffalo. Both 11-6. We got Buffalo minus 2.5 point spread at home, over under 45.5.
I want the Chiefs out of playoffs. Give me Buffalo Bills money line.
Bang, bang, bang. And those are Luke's picks. You can fade them. You can ride them. whatever you want to do, just make sure you do something with them.
Sports bettors, you need to download Sharps, the better social network. With Sharps mobile app, you can tail your friends' bets with one click. See a bet you like? Just click the whale tail icon and boom, it will open in your corresponding sportsbook. Sharps securely connects to major sportsbooks like FanDuel, MGM, Caesars, and more. So you can not only track your bets, but share your bets in creative ways. So gather the degens, download Sharps for free, and join our fast-growing sports betting community.
I don't like the way the flow of the basketball picks are going. Because back-to-back games, it is going to be split 2-2.
You know, I'm gonna take John and them boys.
Fuck Dylan for taking my pick because I was gonna take the Bulls. Because now, give me the Nets.
Fuck me, we all said the Bulls.
You started it.
Look, I didn't say that.
I was saying under my breath, take the Nets, take the Nets, take the Nets. I want the Bulls. Give me the Bulls. And you took the Bulls. So I'm like, fuck this fucking guy. Who does this guy think he is?
Okay, so before we get into the picks, me and Jesse do have a couple of things to cover in the basketball world. I want to start back taking us a week because I meant to cover this last time on the podcast. I didn't have enough information, so I didn't just want to be spitballing. You know what I mean? So I got all the facts here, and I want to talk about this. So the Bulls had their Ring of Honor ceremony about a week ago. It was a big thing for the fans. They do it. They wanted to celebrate all the best players in Chicago Bull history, honor some people, put them into their Ring of Honor class, which, first off, a Ring of Honor class of 100 people that you do every year is a lot of fucking people. But still, it was a big ceremony, and every year in the total, and they're getting to 100 people, I think, is like the thing. You know what I mean? Not 100 people every year. Yeah. So this year, there was a big controversy because Michael Jordan didn't show up. Scottie Pippen didn't show up. And that was already two things where it was like, okay, well, those are the two best players in your history, and they're not going to be there. What the fuck type thing, right? So they go through with the ceremony, and then they get to Jerry Krause. And for those of you who have not seen the Last Dance documentary, Jerry Krause is essentially the man who built the super team and then built the other super team. All 6 rings are under Jerry Krause, but he's also the reason why the Bulls did not stay together and they disbanded. So Chicago diehards that wanted them to win more rings, they don't like him for that. Okay? That's the background you need for what I'm about to tell you. When they got to his announcing of honoring Jerry Krause and putting him into the Ring of Honor, he has passed away, unfortunately, so his wife was there to accept it. Bulls fans booed this man out of the stadium. They showed her on the scoreboard. She starts crying because she's like, why are they booing me and my dead husband? You got other Bulls players consoling her like, you didn't do anything wrong. It's okay. You got the Bulls PA guy telling them, like, be respectful. Then you got the people who run the Bulls TV broadcast network saying that this is one of the worst thing he's ever seen as a Chicago broadcaster. And the whole thing was not only just a shit show for the basketball organization, but a shit show for the city of Chicago. And I just felt like we had to talk about it because it made me mad. It pissed me off. So I feel like, you know, Jesse, I assume you feel some type of way as well.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
so we got half of Chicago trying to defend him.
Like, it's not the time or place for it. Like, there's a time and place for it. You can boo her when she's walking by, maybe, at most. But you can't, like, what are we doing?
Right.
It's like,
that was
it's just
pretty much the thing. It was like, what are we doing in Chicago?
Yeah, you have your feelings, you have your emotions, but, like, carry yourself better than that. That's
right.
how I feel.
No, I agree 100%. I thought that.
So if you feel a certain type of way about that guy, you call into Chicago's radio station talk show and you bitch to them about how you feel. You don't boo the man's wife who's there because the Bulls asked her to be there. I'm sure she wasn't planning on going to the game that night. And also, you know, just fuck you, Chicago. That's just not cool.
Yeah, not cool at all.
She ain't do a damn thing.
Yeah, and then it's hard for us to, feel bad for you guys when you're in the spots that you're in. You do this shit. This one's real quick. D Wade's getting a statue in Miami. Just thought that was pretty cool. Thought he fucking deserved it. So shout out to D Wade. That's pretty sick. And then the big one that just happened today is Pascal Siakam has been traded to the Indiana Pacers for Bruce Brown, Jordan Nwora, and 3 first-round picks. It says 2 future this year and 1 future next year. First off, Jesse, before we get into it, who won the trade?
Hey, pretty damn clear. Who won the trade, in my opinion? I don't care about the picks. The Pacers.
I agree.
The Pacers won the trade.
Tyrese Halliburton has built something in Indiana where this team they're a contender now that they have acquired Spicy P, which is something that I don't think anybody would have been saying last year when the whole him Sabonis trade type thing happened. Like, you want to talk about the equivalent of a Stafford Goff trade where both sides have worked out. You got the Kings, who are now contenders, who haven't been contenders in 20 fucking years. You got the Pacers, who are contenders, who nobody was ready to be contenders since Paul George is on the goddamn team. I mean, they're both winning. That's crazy. But Spicy P, Tyrese to the Pacers, I love it. I'm with you. I think this is going to be great.
I'm going to be honest, like, I know players in basketball. I'm pretty consistent with that. I can't tell you who got traded.
What do you mean?
Traded,
like casuals is what you mean?
Like, I don't know them. I'm gonna be
honest.
honest.
Bruce Brown.
That's it.
Yeah, I was going to say, Bruce Brown.
You know Bruce Brown, but Bruce Brown ain't really like.
Bruce Brown is more known for his defense.
Yeah.
And then Jordan Nwora, no one really knows who the fuck that is. And then the other 3 are picks. So on the Raptors side of things, I will say you have Emmanuel Quickly, who's good, young, and then you have RJ, who, I'm going to be honest, RJ's a fucking trade piece. You're going to trade that motherfucker. And then you got 3 first-round picks with the other first-round pick you got. So that's 4 first-round picks, 3 this year, 2 next year, with a second-round pick. So
you're chilling.
Raptors aren't exactly, in a bad spot over here either. So win-win both sides. That's what we got for basketball. And now we can get into the picks. Alrighty. So, first things first, we have a game tonight, and I'm going to be honest, there's only one game we can play with a spread that will be good. So, let's bring it down to LA with the Lakers and the Mavericks. We got the Lakers at home with a -4 point spread against the Mavericks. Sorry, I couldn't see the over-under. 244 is the over-under.
I will go ahead and, I don't know, maybe do what Dylan's going to do. Maybe do what Dylan's not going to do. I have no idea what Dylan's going to do. He's in a weird spot here. So give me the Mavericks. Jesse? Plus the 4.5.
The Mavericks play good ball sometimes. I'm going to take the Mavericks money line. I don't even care. I don't like the Lakers half the time.
Luke?
I guess the Mavs money line too.
Dylan?
I don't know.
Give me the Lakers.
Give me the over. Give me the over. Give me points. Give me a shootout between Luka and LeBron. Bang, 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 bang. That's what I want. All right. Next game on Thursday, there is only 2 games with a spread, so we're just going to try to pick the better one. Let's go to Toronto, where the Raptors are taking on the Bulls. There might be a lot of spite picks here, so just remember, bet with your mind and not your heart. We got a -2 spread for the Bulls going to Toronto.
How are we about to do this, dude? How are we about to... Man.
Chicago after what we just said.
I can't.
Toronto's lost 3 in a row, so that's all.
Give me the under. Who's going to do it? Luke?
Luke, who you got?
Who you
Bulls or
got?
Raptors?
Give me the Raptors. Money line.
Oh,
Jesse?
no, I'm going to have to be a hypocrite.
Money line. Bulls.
Fuck me too.
You guys think they're gonna get their 7th win on the road this year?
Boo. Just boo them, Luke. That's what they like. Boo.
Sorry. I deserve the boo. I deserve them all.
You deserve
They don't deserve their 7th win on the road of the season.
Hell no.
All right, final game. We got
And
a
this
good
game
one
doesn't
here.
deserve points.
We got a good one here. Friday night, 7:30 on ESPN. We got the defending champion Denver Nuggets going to Boston in a little NBA championship rematch. Denver and Boston.
Give me the over in some form of shootout. Luke?
Well, considering Boston is undefeated at home and Denver is 11. Wait, who's home? Boston's home?
Yes. You're right.
Yeah, well, everything I just said, plus the fact that Denver is 11-10 on the road. Give me fucking Boston. What?
Well, I'm going to take the team that beat him in the finals. I'm going to take Jokic, the man who does this. If he actually gave a shit about basketball, man, he'd just imagine. Just imagine.
What
I'm
if?
going to take Denver.
What if he cared?
Just imagine, man.
guy that doesn't warm up and the team that just watches him.
You know what he does, Jesse? I have to cut you off. You know what he does? You know when you're a my player in NBA 2K and you have your shoot around and you go out there, you do a couple fucking half-court shots, you look around at the other side of the court, you run back and forth a couple times, then you go play a fucking game and you do a fucking triple-double and you put up 50 points. That's what Jokic does in real fucking life.
He's just a my player, man.
Yep.
Who you got?
And that's why they're going to win.
He's got Denver. All right. And that is the Downtown Cash Picks.
All right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's time right in between the two picks here. We're going to do some best bets. So real quick, just want to highlight some best bets from the Sharps app. If you don't have the Sharps app, make sure you download it on Apple or Android, Google Play as well. Get the Sharps app, connect your sportsbook, and you can post your plays. You can ride other people's plays. If you guys have the same book, you just click the whale tail icon. It'll take you right to your sportsbook where you can tail it. You can comment, let them know hey, bro, I'm riding, or you can fade. That's okay too. Sometimes I get faded, and that's fine. So let's get into the best bets segment. First off, we have volume bets with the $1 to $1 million challenge that has been going on for what looks like quite a while. If you check out the record there, current balance is 43.74, but 7-2 on the day, 71 cents. Lovely day. Parlay smacks. Check out this parlay, plus 243 with Joel Embiid, Sacramento, and Phoenix. Both teams total points over. Phoenix Suns money line and Sabonis over on rebounds. Shout out volume bets. Next up, we have Josh Jacquin. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Los Angeles Clippers on a money line, as well as the Suns and 76ers. Put that all together for plus 305. Little basketball parlay. Next up, Blizzy Bets. College basketball 10-unit parlay of the century. If you follow Blizzy Bets, you know that a lot of these are of the century, and I don't know how they keep getting better. But Cincinnati Bearcats again, both the money line and the spread, 250 on both, cashing both of those, boys. Shout out Blizzy Bets. Follow him on the Sharps app. Next up, we have Justin Credible. Now, the name speaks for itself. He is a certified sharp on the app for a reason. Absolutely crushed it this weekend on the app. Stafford highest yardage of the year, 55 to win 60 on that. Easy money, 348. Yes, cash that. Next up, Just Incredible. Go Pack Go. Maybe he's a Packers fan, maybe not. Not sure if he was betting with his head or his heart, but cashed it anyways. Green Bay Packers, 50 to win 137 on the money line, and then also plus 7 on the spread. And then go back to Just Incredible. Just, I believe, this morning or yesterday, even getting the under in China basketball in the morning. Just waking up, feeling a little bit degenerate, thinking, what in the hell can I bet on? There's no camel racing in India today. I guess I'll bet the under in this Chinese basketball game where everyone's running around 5'6". But hey, shout out to him. He is just incredible. Give him a follow on the Sharps app. Hitting at 88%. He's 9-1 in his last 10. I mean, is there a reason not to follow him? I'm not sure I can think of one. If you guys don't have the Sharps app, like I said, make sure you guys download it. Use promo code TYCO011 when you sign up. And maybe, just maybe, we'll highlight you in the Best Bets segment. But until then, that's all I have. Make sure you guys get the Sharps app. We have Puck Luck Picks coming up next.
Sports bettors, you need to download Sharps, the better social network. With Sharps mobile app, you can tailor your friends' bets with one click. See a bet you like? Just click the whale tail icon and boom, it will open in your corresponding sportsbook. Sharps securely connects to major sportsbooks like FanDuel, MGM, Caesars, and more, so you can not only track your bets, but share your bets in creative ways. So gather the degens, download Sharps for free, and join our fast-growing sports betting community.
I think that, you want me to be completely honest? Yeah. Last time
Some room between the legs. 13:57 the third. Yeah. Speaking of context,
That's Capitals.
Get to the grab, it's a must. Speak on the top of my brother's
Hell.
blood. None of these niggas can trust. We cannot question, you know what it was. Know what you doing for us. Give me this back 'cause I'm putting in work. Like I keep flowing in rush. Did you catch that?
I do be creeping, though. I do be creeping.
What you got, Luke?
I was informed that someone by the name of Travis is disappointed we didn't rip the Eagles.
He wanted a bigger ripping of the Eagles.
I'm pretty sure I ripped their ass pretty good.
Hey, Dylan, you want to take like a minute? You want to take a minute of your time to just rip the Eagles real quick?
I mean, I would love to, honestly. Nothing would bring me more joy since those motherfuckers wanted to take A.J. Brown from Tennessee and go do jack shit with him because maybe they don't want to take a fact and realize that there's a bigger problem, that it could be their head coach or maybe even the quarterback. Did he say it? Oh my God, did he say it? I think he actually just said it because they don't want to talk about it and they get really defensive. No, it couldn't be Jalen Hurts. It couldn't possibly be Jalen Hurts. Don't say that. He will make every single tush push possible. Don't say that. Not my Jalen Hurts. Not my Travis Kelce that's going to retire, or Jason Kelce that's going to retire. Or maybe he's not going to fucking retire because he's so indecisive he doesn't know what the fuck he wants to actually do. I think that's the problem. I think you got the head coach as a problem. I think you got that as a problem. And I think you got the defense that with better pieces that keeps getting better and better, you keep getting shittier and shittier and worse and worse. And you're going to continue to be regular season champions and playoff frauds. Congratulations. You're the Green Bay Packers. No one gives a fuck.
This man told me that the Eagles suck at tackling, suck at running, suck at passing, suck at offense, suck at defense.
Yeah,
suck at coaching.
Yeah,
they do.
Suck at football.
They do.
And that's from a Phillies.
Here for
Philly
it.
fan.
Beautiful.
That's all I got to
Luke.
say. Luke,
Well,
let's dive into
Puck
these
Luck Picks.
Puck Luck
Luck
picks.
picks. I'm sorry that had to be taken care of. Anywho, Puck Luck Picks, game number 1. We have the Colorado Avalanche headed over to Boston to play the Bruins. Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. The Avs are 11-8-3 on the road. Bruins are 13-3-3 at home. Over under is 6. Last 10, the Avs are 8-2-0 and the Bruins are 6-1-3. Avs are up 1-0 in the series.
Well, when we did Boston last time, I don't know why I faded them against New Jersey, but I'm pretty sure I did, and that was my mistake, and I'm not going to do that again. Give me Boston at home.
Jesse. Don't look so sad.
You
pick
good,
one.
bro?
I almost wanted to say that
Like,
was-
just turn the lights off and just let him sit for like 10 minutes, man. Life's tough.
so many-
He was getting some, like, bad flashbacks.
I am. They were like in the future. It's like I could see what happened after I made the wrong pick.
Yeah, you're with me on New Jersey.
I'm gonna stay safe with the over. I'm feeling that.
Safe. It's only
Bro,
6. Safe play.
Bro, looked like a Philadelphia Eagles fan watching the football game.
Man.
I'm gonna take these two teams to slug it out with their fists and not with their goals. I'm gonna take the under.
Oh!
I feel like
I can't wait for this to push.
Give me a half. Come on.
By the way, Trevor said thank you.
You're welcome, Travis.
Game number 2.
Good job.
Any day.
Game number 2. Y'all ready for it?
Ready,
Nope.
I don't know if you are.
Right now. The Seattle Kraken
Oh, okay.
are headed over to Edmonton.
No, they're not.
Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. The Kraken are 10-8-6 on the road, while the Oilers are 12-6-1. Over/under set at 6.5. The Kraken are 8-2-0 in the last 10, and the Oilers are 10-0 in the last 10.
Damn.
What? 10-0? The fuck?
And the Oilers are.
Remember when they
2-0.
sucked in the beginning of the year?
Bro, I just checked. They've won 11 straight games. What the fuck?
Remember when they were bad?
What the hell?
Did you
And I'm
blink?
supposed to sit here as a Kraken fan and sit here and go,
Bro, the
You could
Oilers are
honestly-
like SpongeBob. They're like, you want to see me run to that rocket back?
what the
Wanna see
hell?
Okay,
Yeah.
honestly, speaking for both these teams, yeah, okay, the Oilers are on that nasty run, and especially the last 10-0, even though the last 11-0. But, I mean, the Kraken are on their own type of run, too. They're 8-2 in the last 10.
Who do you got, Dylan?
I'm scared.
you go first, Dylan.
Bro said they're 8-2 in their last 10, but didn't mention they've lost their last 2 games.
Yeah.
They're on a 2-game skid.
They're gonna lose again, and this is gonna
Bad time to hit a skid.
Ah!
Oilers money line, bang it.
Do they ruin the
Why are you
streak?
looking at me like I'm supposed to know?
Come on, Dylan. Who you got? Come on, Dylan.
Give me
This is
the
an easy
Kraken!
game.
Ah! Come on!
Give me the Oilers. I think if you hit a skid at the wrong time, here comes the hot team. Train's rolling through. We saw what
Hockey's
Boston did
different.
last year. Hey, regular season champs might not be Toronto anymore. Might be Edmonton.
Luke,
Who you got, Luke?
I need you here. But
I got the Oilers. I'm sorry. I was at the Red Wings game when we played them Thursday. I thought that was gonna be the end of their streak, but somehow, some way, they find a way to win, even if a defenseman is so focused on an offsides call that didn't happen, that wasn't even offsides, and let McDavid go on a breakaway and score.
Well,
Couldn't be the Red Wings, right?
What? Stellar defense. Stellar defense. Game number 3.
Game number 3. This might be the best matchup of the half week. We have the New York Rangers headed over to Vegas to play the Golden Knights. Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern. The Rangers are 13-7-2 on the road, and the Knights are 16-5-2 at home. Over/under is 6. Last 10 is 4-5-1 for the Rangers and 4-6-0 for the Knights. First matchup of the year.
Dylan, I'm going to you first again. Maybe you're ready this time. What do you got?
I am leaning Rangers. I'm gonna take the Rangers.
Jesse.
I stand with Dylan. I'm also taking the Rangers.
Taking the Rangers too.
Nuts and bolts. Lukey. I can only imagine what's going on in that brain.
I'm really debating if I want to take the over here. Yeah, good goaltending. You know what?
Squirrels
Give
store nuts
me
and trees.
the under 6. even though the last time I took an under for two great teams playing each other, the over hit. I don't care. Under.
He doesn't care.
It's only crazy if it doesn't work.
Also, I'd like to mention the reason every single game's on Thursday is because the Friday or the Wednesday or tonight's matchups and Friday's matchups are dog shit. And not even a lot of these matchups on Thursday are that good. So I did the best I could.
Do as you will. Do with it as you will.
Can you believe
he's trying his best, guys? He's literally out here trying his best.
Can you believe the 4-36 Pistons are beating the 28-11 Timberwolves?
Oh, let me go throw in the Timberwolves
game.
money line.
Never mind. Fuck. We were up 2-0, not 2-2. Shit.
Don't get anybody's hopes up.
Didn't last long.
You got Luke's hopes up. Luke thought it was like halftime.
We are 1 minute into the game.
They have the lead again.
4-2. Let's go. 4-2.
All right, throwing on the minus 620 Timberwolves
You tell me
money
we have
line.
nothing else to talk about.
No, Luke, you got to find Timberwolves win from behind.
All right, minus 20.5 Timberwolves. Got it.
Lock it in.
Lock it in. All right. I believe that is all we have for the podcast, Tyler. Am I correct?
Oh, you're correct, unless you want to talk about UFC real quick.
I believe we would do that Saturday. Oh, wait. Luke, are you going to be here Saturday?
UFC are the one that already happened.
Oh, you want to talk about that one? Well, we didn't talk about Saturday,
I didn't know if that one was relevant enough for something happened. Anything we're talking about?
Away from doing fight nights, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right, for sure. Didn't know if anything relevant happened.
So, thank you guys for watching the podcast. If you want to check us out over on the social medias, that is Sharps Network over on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, SHARPZNETWORK, Sharps Network on all platforms. If you want to bet on any of the games,
I'm just shook you spelled
it. I did spell it right, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm shook.
If you want to check us out or any of the picks that we just made for any of the games or any of the picks that you want to make on your own, make sure you download the Sharps Betting app over on the App Store. Use promo code TYCO011. That will help you out.
Dropped a couple lays in there already.
Yes, sir.
Go fade me, asshole.
Go fade them, go bet them. Just make sure you do something with them. That's all that we ask. If you want to check the boys out, you will see us this Saturday when we break down the divisional games, as well as giving you some picks and maybe some other news sprinkled in between. Thank you guys for watching the podcast. We appreciate you. Have a good week. I'm McDilly. We'll see you Saturday. Peace. Go Lions.